Welcome to America in 7, the show where we talk about non-sports betting. On today's show, we'll be talking about which senators will be voting for Tulsi Gabbard, how many senators will be voting for RFK in his bid to become Secretary of Health and Human Services. Also, a couple of fun ones. Will the price of eggs go up in Trump's first month in office? And first 100 days, will Trump release the Epstein list? We have all of those markets on today's show. Before we go into all of that, though, I want to give a big old congratulations to all those people that made money betting on the Super Bowl. I'm not talking about the game. The game was fairly evenly split on the markets. On Kalshi, it was a 52% chance that the Chiefs were going to win, 48% Eagles. The Eagles, of course, won. The big bet, though, that I want to talk about from the Super Bowl was the halftime show. The halftime show with Kendrick Lamar. A lot of people were asking, was he going to play Not Like Us? On the Kalshi prediction markets, it was a 93% chance that he was going to play Not Like Us. Not Like Us, obviously the number one rap song of all time, 5 Grammy Awards, swept every category that it was in. Most decorated rap song of all time, is a diss track against Drake, which is why it was only 93%. The 7% chance there was because Drake and his lawyers. In the song, he calls Drake pedophile. Not just a pedophile.
Certified.
A certified pedophile out there. And there's a big question of would he play Not Like Us? And he did. Not only did he do it, he made it the entire through line of their performance. Samuel L. Jackson was there and he was egging him on. He was like, he's playing Uncle Sam, a little bit of a pun. And he was like, Kendrick, are you going to play it? Kendrick, you said you'd behave here. You're not going to play it. And he played little snippets of it during the song. And then eventually at the end, he played Not Like Us. And then more importantly than that, he looked in the camera at one point and said, "Hey, Drake, I hear you like them young." And then he went on to get the entire stadium to yell, A minor. The only thing to note here, by the way, is that he did not actually call Drake a pedophile full on. When that certified Loverboy certified pedophile thing happened, he said certified Loverboy certified, So that was kind of the give and take there. That was where you can see the lawyers working. A bunch of lawyers had their hands in that one, and that was where the decision was made. Rich, my producer, offhand, what did you think of the halftime show? Good, bad?
Fantastic.
Fantastic.
I thought it was both artful, and I loved him embracing the whole meta narrative of the beef with Drake, and then also I loved the fake out. That was badass, man. I thought it was great.
Next year, we got the Super Bowl next year. I'm a big proponent. I think that every year, an artist should out a pedophile on the Super Bowl. I think next year when Fall Out Boy does it or whoever, is Fall Out Boy in the running? What are the odds?
Wait, I thought you were saying is Fall Out Boy under allegation?
No. Fall Out Boy is not. The only thing they're under allegations are having for good music.
Whoa.
So the concept of diss tracks being used to as mainstream songs, that's the thing that's going to happen going forward. We're going to see beefs potentially being, dealt with at the Super Bowl. Drake lost more than anyone else in the history of the world. No one has lost more than Drake has lost in this. I don't think anyone came for this being like, Drake came out pretty good.
What would you say top 3 losses of all time?
Top 3 losses of all time. Yeah. Number 1 is when when the Edmonton Oilers lost against the Florida Panthers last year after coming back from 3 games. Mm-hmm. That's number 1. Number 2, Red Sox. The Mookie Wilson under Bill Buckner. That's number 2. Number 3, Romans.
Yes.
The Romans, when they beat, whoever else, the Conquest. I'll go number 4, Genghis Khan. Took over most of the world. And then number 5 is going to be Kendrick absolutely whooping Drake's butt. Let's go into some political news. First off, how many senators will vote for RFK as Secretary of Health and Human Services? The forecast right now on Kalshi, the big bet, 78% of yeses are going towards 52 votes. There are 53 Republican senators. So that is why 52 is kind of highlighted here. You, of course, need 51 in order to be nominated to these cabinets to officially get the role. Yeah.
Or 50 and a tie.
50 and a tie, but the tie, of course, here is
J.D. Vance.
J.D. Vance is a Republican. But right now, 52, I am going to go with, yes, I do think that he will get in. I think that Trump White House has been having a lot of conversations with potential holdouts about this specifically because there's genuine concerns here versus the other cabinet members. You know, Tulsi Gabbard and RFK are two that people view as potentially damaging to America's infrastructure. You know, when you talk about Secretary of Transportation, you know, all education, you know, these are all things that, you know, could have effects on the government as a whole. The Health and Human Services is looked upon as like kind of like an existential vote here. So there has been a lot of wheeling and dealing with the Trump White House trying to get Republicans in line to get him. And I've been seeing, and what people have been saying is that they've been getting in line by telling them like, listen, the vaccine stuff, you know, like all of the crazier stuff, the, you know, getting rid of all pasteurized milk or whatever thing. He's not going to touch that. He is just going to, you know, fight preservatives in, you know, in Welch's grape juice or whatever.
Yeah. Hegseth didn't Hegseth got confirmed,
Hegseth
right?
got confirmed immediately, and I think Hegseth was an easy one for the Republicans to push through. The main sentiment that you're seeing in DC right now is a lot of people picking and choosing what fights they want to have, and it seems like this may be a little bit of a fight, but it still will go through. I think the 52, I would actually go with 53 on this. I do think that he is going to get all the Republicans in line. You better shape up or I'm going to, you know, get Kash Patel to dox you or whoever out there. I just see that it's more in line. And if he really is going behind the back and doing and convincing these governors and senators that the vaccines aren't going to be touched, there's a couple of Republicans that are doctors who have had to work with some of, you know, these vaccines directly and lack of vaccine access in other countries that affects their, you know how they'll vote. But I think that they've been talked to at this point. There's a very big thing about picking and choosing your fight, and I just see this as going down the middle, you know, down the line. I do 78% chance though is high. I'll put it at about 60%. Will the egg prices go up in Trump's first month? 86% chance, yes, and I'm going to go with yes on that. Obviously, the bird flu has been pushing everything forward right now. Whole Foods and Trader Joe's by us randomly doesn't have eggs, which I've never seen before. I think that the 86 chance is low. It just popped up to 89% chance. That is a 100% chance. I would be shocked if the price of eggs doesn't go up. Yeah. I saw we're having all these stories of people robbing $30,000 worth of eggs in some cases. Yeah. You know, $500,000 worth of eggs. I'm going to be starting to sell eggs, but I've been hoarding eggs. I've been selling them one at a time out of a little plastic bag on 125th Street.
So you've been hoarding eggs and Yee t-shirts?
Yeah.
Okay.
Eggs and Yay t-shirts, by the way. Sorry. That's what my company's Eggs and Yay. Last two ones that we got here. Will Trump declassify Epstein documents in his first 100 days? 48% chance yes, 52% chance no. I am going to go with no.
Yeah, no.
I think no. I think that he would have already done it. I think that was that day one thing of him being like, we're going to get JFK files done. We're going to get this done. We're going to get that done. I just don't see it being released for, I know over the 4 years, yes. Yeah. I think that he will slip up and just say like, oh yeah, here it is.
Yeah. Are UFOs, is that up there in terms of, because I think he was also talking UFOs, about declassifying.
I think
is that up there?
I think that there's another government entity that he does not have control over, and they decide if they tell him if the aliens exist, and I think that they decided to tell him that we don't know. We don't know. That's it. It's drones, and he was like, okay, it's drones. Okay, it's drones. Beautiful drones. That Epstein document list in the 100 days though, that'd be sweet. Who do you think's on it? Who do you think is someone that we don't know?
God, I don't know if I want to go there.
Craziest one that's on it. I'll go with this. The 1994 Vancouver Canucks.
Ooh.
I think that they're all on it. They lost against the Rangers, and then they went off to Epstein's Island to self-medicate.
So one of the Bures.
Yes.
Okay.
The Pavel Bure is on. Yes. Pavel Bure is on that list. This has been America in 7, your non-sports betting podcast. Tune in every week, and we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.